not only locally, but across the state and the country, have reached out to offer support and express their concern. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
Right now at 5, breaking his silence, Broward County School Superintendent Robert Runcie makes his first public comments since his arrest on a perjury charge last week. Those comments come as the school board begins discussions on his future.
CBS 4's Joe Murray is live outside the school board building in Fort Lauderdale for us with what the board says the next move will be. Joan?
And inside these doors, Elliot and Lauren, the school board has only in the last few minutes begun their discussion into what may or may not happen to the superintendent. This followed a very long workshop on other issues and also a long public comment session when many people came out in support of the superintendent.
I am confident that I will be vindicated, and I intend to continue to carry out my responsibilities as superintendent with the highest level of integrity and moral standards.
Breaking his silence in a pre-taped message, Broward School Superintendent Robert Runcie pledged his innocence of lying to a grand jury investigating misuse of state school safety funds after the Parkland massacre.
To all of our students, staff, and community, I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you.
Prosecutors say the superintendent under oath denied contacting witnesses in the criminal case of former school board technology head Anthony Hunter. Hunter was indicted for steering a lucrative equipment contract to a friend.
An indictment is not proof of guilt.
During the workshop to discuss his future, more than a dozen supporters urged the Broward School Board to allow the superintendent to keep his job. There was an overflow crowd outside with speakers anxious to be heard.
Personally, I believe it's a racial bigotry and undermining that's been going on since he came here.
The person who's at the top is not prepared to do so right now because he's spending time defending himself, and rightfully so, and putting out videos today in defense of himself. I think he needs to allow other people to run the ship for the moment.
Clearly politically motivated, and we need it to end because we need our superintendent to get back to work for us.
Now, at this point, only a few of the 9 school board members have spoken, most notably school board member Deborah Hickson, whose husband was killed in the Parkland tragedy. She was advocating temporary suspension while the superintendent fights charges. New school board member Sarah Leonardi, who is also a former teacher, she is also advocating temporary suspension. There was a feeling early on right now that this is a distraction to a superintendent being able to do his job effectively. We'll have more on what the school board members are saying coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, reporting live in Fort Lauderdale, Joan Murray, CBS 4 News.